Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth, and salutations to the sincere Akim and Aqua that may listen. May the blessing of election be over your house. My name is Brother Raquai. I'm back in here with another video, and today the topic is countenance. And I got inspired to do this this topic because and it goes back to like some experiences that I've been noticing over the past couple weeks, like, you know, with people I interact with, like at work or outside of work and stuff and whatnot. And it's I got inspired to do this because you know, I've normally, you know, people started behaving very, very different, you know. And I find, as I notice, like, you know, when you come into the truth and then you start learning more and more, you know, your countenance, your demeanor, your vibe, like they say in the streets, that changes, right? It becomes more distinct. It becomes more peculiar. You know, it tends to stand out, and that's one of the things I've been noticing, you know, with people I interact with, especially like, you know, at work. And it's something that you probably have noticed as well, you know, for you younger brothers or for you other brothers, right? That you know, people start to behave a little bit different, and they start to ask, you know, questions, you know, they see you as they see you as somebody that's, you know, that's a bit, you know, as wise, but, you know, that could number one, it can intimidate them, or, you know, that can also intrigue them. So it can go either way, right? And that's something that the knowledge of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is going to do to you, right? Because, you know, the Lord, you know, as the Lord sups with you, you know, that knowledge, you know, it starts to give you like that glow. It gives you like a spiritual glow, not like a physical glow, right? It makes you, it changes your demeanor, so to speak, right? But for those who may not know, let's just go into that word countenance, because that's kind of like I guess the bougie version of the word vibe, so to speak. Okay, let's go into the etymology, right? So this is the definition for, actually, let's type in countenance on Google and see what it says. So number one, it says a person's face or facial expression. Let's see, support. Let's see. So what is a person's countenance? Face, visage, or visage en français, especially the face as an indication of mood, emotion, character. Let's see. The photograph showed his somber countenance, bearing or expression that offers approval or sanction, moral support, her countenance of their unsafe amusements. Right? So it's a look about you, right? And that's something that the knowledge is going to do to you. It's going to change you, you know, right? It's going to make you a little bit more like for myself, as an example, you know, it makes me have like a bit of a short fuse for nonsense as you become more wise, right? Because you realize a lot of the conversations that you encounter with people, especially in the world, it's very dry. There's no substance. There's no light in it. It's dead conversation, right? So let's just see what it says in the etymology about countenance, Sinakyo. Because basically it's your demeanor that's changing, right? Countenance. Okay, so this is the definition of countenance in the etymology. So it says behavior, bearing, conduct, manner. So how you present yourself, outward appearance, demeanor, bearing, conduct, restraint, wow, that's a big word. Abstemiousness, moderation, way one contains oneself, right? Hold together, enclose, right? So this is, like I said, this is one of the things that, the knowledge is going to do to you, right? As the Most High kind of sups with you, like it says in Revelation 3 and 20, or 3 and 19 or 20. The knowledge gives you a certain, it changes your aesthetic, right? And then eventually it starts the people in your environment start to change, their behavior starts to change. So either they can ask you questions about some of the things that even if you don't really know about a specific topic, but you can apply a lot of the wisdom that you have learned so far, or it stirs up the demons inside of them, right? It makes them feel a little uneasy, right? So that's one of the things I've personally been noticing, like with people at my work. They've been behaving very, very different, and they want to ask you questions. They either stay away because your spirit has become so strong. It's very it's too bright and it's too powerful for them. Like they can't really approach you, and if they do, they kind of approach you in a very humble way, right? Because they don't know how you're gonna behave. They don't understand your demeanor, right? Anyways, so let's get some scriptures on this topic. Let's see. I think it's 8 and 1. Okay, so this is Ecclesiastes 8 and 1, and it reads, it's kind of hot. And it reads this: who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, right? So it gives you that, it changes that aura around you, right? So you don't have that filthy aura of how you were in the world, and it gives you an aura that makes you glow. And that's starting with the knowledge of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And the boldness of his face shall be changed, right? Because you know and understand the truth of things, right? Of what's actually interpreted in the Bible. Because, a lot of the things that you learned in the world, it realized it's absolute false. And what the Bible does and the knowledge does, it helps you understand the truth of what's going on in the world, and the truth of what's actually been written in the Bible as well. So you can actually tear down those strongholds, because there's a lot of strongholds that are constantly on our people because they don't know what's going on, right? So let's see. Let's go to an account in Luke. Okay, so this is Luke. Okay, let's start at 45, actually. Okay, so this is Luke 2 and 45, and then we're going to go all the way to the end of the chapter. And when they found him not, they turned back again to Jerusalem, seeking him. And 46, and it came to pass that after 3 days, they found him in the temple. So this is speaking about Yahweh Shai. And his parents went looking for him, and they couldn't find him. So, and it came to pass after 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions. Verse 47. And all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers, right? So Yahushua was amidst all these people who have all these, specialties in different areas of expertise, and he was able to, break down and, offer his wisdom, offer the scriptures, offer, his understanding, right? So think about that, like for myself, I would consider myself like a younger person, and one of the things that I've personally noticed was when I started talk about certain things, a lot of people are very astonished, right? So that's one of the reactions that you will notice, that people would notice from your countenance, right? Because okay, this person is so young, just like Yahushua in this example, is very young, but he's able to educate and communicate his knowledge and his wisdom in a very concise fashion, right? He's able to teach, and a lot of these people were probably twice or even 3 times his age, right? Let's look up that word astonished. So let's see what that means.
Strong's G 1839. Existemi.
Okay, so let's look at to throw out of position, displace, to amaze, astonish, throw into wonderment. So that's one of the things that your countenance will do. That's going to add salakia. That's going to add to your countenance. You're going to. There's times when you're actually going to be able to. You're going to amaze people because they're going to look at you and they're going to think, "Oh my goodness, you're so, profound. You're so." Eloquent, you're so well spoken, but really and truly the knowledge is really and truly a gift from the Most High, right? So all right, so let's get back to the account. And when they saw him, they were amazed, and his mother said, "Son, why hast thou dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have saw thee sorrowing." So, Mary and Joseph were looking for Yahushua, right? And Yahushua replied to them in this verse, and he said unto them, Yahushua speaking, "How is it that ye sought me? Was he not that I must be about my father's business?" So, he became at that age where he was, he became a man. So this was his purpose, to go out and teach, right? And as he was teaching, he amazed a lot of the people because he was still so young. Verse 50. And they understood not what Slakia. And they understood not the saying which he spake unto them. Verse 51, and he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was subject unto them, but his mother kept all these sayings in her heart. And Yahushua increased in wisdom and stature and favor with the Most High and man, right? So that's one of the things that as he began to teach, this practice, this behavior added to his countenance, because he was very well spoken, and people were amazed. People were astonished. People were very, very taken by his ability to actually break things down and teach, speak in parables, because he was considered very wise despite his very young age at the time, right? So let's grab one more script. So this is Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communications proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. And one of the reasons I wanted to bring this out, because this is the ability to actually speak with edification, speak with salt. Let your speech be seasoned with salt, right? This also contributes to that countenance as well, because you're not speaking sinful conversation. You're not speaking conversation that's going to corrupt people. You're speaking conversation that's going to be able to actually uplift and build people up. That's the point of edification, right? And that adds to your countenance, because people are going to notice there's something distinct about you, and because the words you're speaking is giving them life, right? Whether it's your parents, your peers, other brothers in the faith, and so on and so forth, right? That's one of the reasons I wanted to bring this out, because this is another part of adding to that countenance of what the knowledge of the Most High does, right? So so I'm just going to end it off here, and really hope you few brothers and few sisters got something out of this, and hopefully it was edifying. But just like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth. Until next time, I say Shalom.